Blake Lively has filed a second amended complaint. She is demanding a jury trial. And Katy Perry, is she having an affair with Justin Trudeau? Did this happen before she broke up with Orlando? We're going to get into that timeline and Blake's amended complaint because today is officially deposition day. Let's get into it, everybody. Let's get it. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, everybody? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. This is it, guys. It is officially deposition day. Listen, as of 9 a.m., I keep refreshing the page, the news. As of 9 a.m. Pacific time on Thursday, July 31st, 9, 10, 11, 12, as of noon Eastern time, it is now noon on the East Coast, which is where Blake Lively is and where her deposition will be taking place. It appears that Blake Lively will be deposed. There was a rumor floating around with Us Weekly claiming that Blake's deposition was not happening on the 31st, but I think that was just a typo. I think when they said not happening, they meant to say now happening on July 31st. So Daily Mail picked that up and also wrote the same thing. But I think at this point, we haven't had anything official. We haven't heard anything on the docket. So it appears Blake Lively is probably getting deposed by Brian Friedman as we speak. I hope he's ready. Because she's gonna do all the Blakey things, all the Blakey things. What a cuckoo bird Blake Lively is, and I'm not surprised that she has filed a more cuckoo wackadoodle amended complaint. Just listen to you on Billy Bush. Yes, I was on Morning Mics with Billy Bush this morning. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We even had a lively conversation about Billy's bush or his lack of bush. He got his taint waxed, and we talked about it. I was like, "What happened?" We got all up in there with Billy this morning, and you can watch it. Like we watched him booty out. So it was quite get a full Brazilian. It was funny. It was quite the adventure. What else did we talk about? We talked about Macron, Brigitte Macron, and is she a man? Is she not a man? Is Candace Owens going to lose the defamation case? I know we touched on that on yesterday's episode, so I talked about it on Billy's show. Quite the adventurous time. But Blake got her protective order, so we don't know where she's being deposed. We assume it may have likely been at her attorney's office, but maybe it's at a conference room somewhere else. Nobody knows. But as of right now, we haven't heard any word. Maybe we'll get an update later. But as of right now, it is officially happening. Is happening from what we know of. But yeah, she got some interesting bits that she added to her amended complaint yesterday, because she had until yesterday to file an amended complaint. And of course, she did. That she did. And she's dragging Jed Wallace right back into this because Jed Wallace was dismissed in New York. And now she appears to have posted like some social media pictures of her in New York and claiming that Jed Wallace, because he like allegedly manipulated things on social media. I guess that's how he's drawn into this. It's unclear because a big chunk of the updated amended complaint, the second amended complaint, is redacted. So we have no idea what it says. I'll actually show you. I posted this on X and people thought that I was kidding. They thought that this was a joke. And I was like, no, guys, this is literally a screenshot from last night's amended complaint. Like when I tell you it is redacted, it is paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs of redactions. Jed needs to be completely dismissed of this. She has nothing on him. I don't think she has anything on him. What will she wear today? Florals, obviously. What else is she going to wear? She's going to wear florals. Grab your friends, wear your florals. Bada boom, bada bang. Chain, 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 booze. If you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to get your tickets to the No Filter live tour, the No Filter live podcast experience. Things are wrapping up in Los Angeles, August 10th. I have Chloe Beach from Netflix. She's always a good time. I've got Ask Two Lawyers. I've got Josh Boswell from the Daily Mail. I've got Spill Sesh. Christy Cook is also going to be in the show. So Los Angeles is going to be a very, very fun finale to a very yummy tour. It's been so fun getting to meet everybody and hang out with everybody. So if you haven't done so yet, get your tickets at nofilterlive.com. Come on down. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful that I've gotten so much love and support. And yeah, so come on out. August 10th, Sunday, August 10th in Los Angeles. That will be our big finale. Okay. Ryan Reynolds is out the door soon, I bet. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Uh, Nag thinks redacted stuff is about his client list that she got earlier. Interesting. Well, I think, listen, let's go through some of these things. Let's pull up Blake Lively's um her amended complaint. But really quickly, let's give a quick shout out to this week's sponsor, and that is the Wellness Company. If you ever wonder why your brain feels foggy even when you're eating clean and exercising, it might not be burnout. It could be parasites. Groundbreaking research from Dr. Alan McDonald revealed a direct link between chronic parasitic infections and neurological diseases like multiple sclerosis. Parasites can cause inflammation, nerve damage, and long-term cognitive decline. More reason to do a full body cleanse at least once a year. That's why the Wellness Company has a solution for you, and that's ivermectin plus mebendazole, the gold standard of parasite solution, now combined in one cleanse combo, making it easy for you. Designed to eliminate harmful invaders and support your immune system naturally. Medical grade, not some trendy herbal gimmick, okay? Fill out a quick intake form and get a 3-month supply shipped straight to your door. Maha is officially here, and the Wellness Company is making hard-to-get medications digitally accessible so that you can live your best life. Head to twc.health/nofilter. That's twc.health/nofilter and use code NOFILTER to save $90 plus free shipping. Cleanse your body today. All right. Let's pull up Blake Lively's amended complaint, you guys. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. And well, actually, not really, because it's redacted. So here we are. She is demanding her jury trial. She's like, give me a jury trial. But here's her second amended complaint for SH, retaliation, breach of contract, false light, defamation, and other claims. Dun, dun, dun. I believe most of the updated stuff in terms of the Jed Wallace stuff. We have all the text messages. We saw all this. We know all this. So we can bury anyone. It's all the original stuff that she had in. Wait, what is this? This yellow one. Lily and Rouse slow dance at the bar, patrons around them drinking and watching completely in their own worlds. Yeah, this is where she's like, he told me I smelled good and there was no audio. And then we're like, oops, surprise. There was audio. I saw that video with audio was circulating again. Let's skip over to the updates regarding Jed Wallace. Most of this, like I said, is all the same for the most part. This was crazy. This piece was wild. Hold on, let's see. Approximately 1 minute later, we need to position the claims. Yep, on August 15th, Miss Nathan note, DM hounded me regarding HR complaints. She then stated that DM is not running any content about it, just Jennifer. Jen, this went so well, I'm fucking dying. Yeah, we saw all this. The article addressed, among other topics, Miss Lively's role in approving the final cut in the film. The language continued. Tag publicly stated this article on one or other social media, including Reddit. Okay. Nothing. On August 15th, Mr. Baldoni texts Miss Nathan and Miss Abel stating that his business partner suggested flipping the narrative. Mr. Baldoni stated that this is an easy flip about Ryan Reynolds taking over the film, before Miss Nathan indicated that she was already working on a story for Variety that would achieve this goal. The chief problem with these stories was that they were not based on Mr. Reynolds' own words. Mr. Reynolds never said that the script was a disaster and he saved the movie, nor did he ever claim that the female hired was a feminist writer who didn't know how to tackle a female film, nor was there any evidence backing up Mr. Serowitz's proposed line of attack on Mr. Reynolds. Just a week before this creative suggestion to smear Mr. Reynolds, Mr. Serowitz had posed for pictures with Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath at the opening of their Wayfair Foundation, wearing a shirt that said, "Seek always to do which is right and noble." Mr. Serowitz's proposal to retaliate against Miss Lively by seeking to harm her husband's reputation makes a mockery of the mantra Mr. Serowitz professes to follow when on camera. And this is literally what she has in here marked as evidence, is the fact that he's wearing this shirt. Serowitz is wearing the shirt that says, "Seek always to do which is right and noble." And this is him making a mockery and retaliating against Ryan Reynolds, you guys. Look at that. Oh, Danny says, "Proudly wearing my Never with Teeth shirt." Love that. Love, love, love. It's just it's crazy. This is our evidence. He's wearing a shirt that says to do good things. They continue to confer with reporters and they're releasing everything. Hey, where's the Jed Wallace stuff? We've seen all of this. We know all of these. We've read all of these. Hey, Christy, XO Blake. At the time, Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Serowitz were scheming with their PR crisis team to find a way to exploit this moment to flip the narrative and paint Mr. Reynolds as anti-feminist. Female cast. Well, even if they did, let's just say that they did do this and they were coming against Reynolds, that's still not retaliation for harassment. Did they harass um Ryan Reynolds too? Is that where we're pulling this from? Okay, on August 15th, another female cast member wrote to Miss Lively about the online bullying that cast member also was receiving as a result of being associated with Miss Lively and asking Miss Lively who to ask for help to have it stop because it was becoming difficult to cope with the onslaught. Or the next day, Miss Lively commented on in a text message to the cast member, I'm assuming this sounds like Elizabeth Ferrer. It's bullshit about all of us. We know who we are. It's why it hurts so much because we feel like we're not evil sociopaths. To which the cast member responded in agreement. Who could this be? Jenny Slate? Who could it? This was in August. Who was getting beaten up in the media alongside Blake Lively or by having association to Blake Lively? I'm Canadian and I call anyone anything. No one can talk about me. Yeah, there we go. That's Ryan Reynolds for you. Um, it's just what? This sounds like it's likely Elizabeth Ferrer, but I mean, why would Elizabeth Ferrer be getting any sort of negative heat? That's kind of weird, right? On August 18th, Miss Lively observed that the online hatred and targeted against her was incessant and getting worse. She continued, "Everyone's sort of in shock and no one wants to be the first to hit it on the head. So it just gets worse." Miss Lively noted that at this point, she was staying off of social media given how ugly it had become. What was so ugly? Oh, I guess so. I'm assuming this is after the Kirsty Flaw video. When did the uh, Kirsty Flaw video of Blake Lively? When was that? Why I never showed this part of my video? Okay, the interview that made me want to quit my job. Yep, this is. When was this posted? It says 11 months ago, but what is the exact date? Can you give me an exact date here? 11 months ago, so almost a year ago. Okay, so this was posted in August. I've always said the Kirsty Flaw video is what ultimately tipped off the negativity. Oh, August 10th. Okay. So August 10th is when the video started going around. It's interesting that I don't feel like she references the video. Maybe she does. Let's see. Let's go back to August 10th and see if there's a reference to the video. In early August, Miss Lively launched a hair care brand. Nobody gives a shit. Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Serowitz, along with Mr. Heath, both encouraged and provided input and ideas on ways to negatively influence the narrative around Miss Lively. Okay, got it. On August 9th, the film's release. Wait, what is this? For instance, on August 9th, the film's release date, in discussing certain negative articles about himself with Mr. Abel, Baldoni stated, "There's no way we can just let this go." On August 15th, that's when he texted them, stating his business partner suggested flipping the narrative. Okay, but we're forgetting that what happened in between August 9th and August 15th was when Kirsty Flaw posted her video, because that happened on August 10th. Interesting that we completely any news on the depot. As of right now, she is believed to be getting deposed as we speak. We don't have any other updates. We don't have any paparazzi photos of her. We're just it's presumed that she is being deposed as we speak or about to be deposed. It's noon in New York, noon-ish, noon 30. So this is deposition day. It's so interesting. So we completely gloss over the fact that Kirsty Flaw posted that video. Okay. Oh, here's August 10th. On August 10th, Miss Lively sent a text message to a female cast member regarding how she was doing, writing that she was both thrilled and bummed. Him literally hiring bots to attack my character while I promote a movie he benefits most from financially is a terrible feeling. It's almost impossible to comprehend. Okay, who she sent this to an so it seems like she was the one that was planting seeds. So on August 10th, she was claiming that there were bots hired to attack her character, and she's telling this to the other cast members. Sorry, it's been a while since we've read through her complaint. On August 10th, Miss Giannetti texts Miss Lively to congratulate her on the success of the film's opening. On August 11th, Miss Lively replied to Miss Giannetti saying, "This was a horrifying shoot. The only way for me to make peace with that was the work and success on the film, and everyone rallied behind that in the end, and I'm so grateful for everyone's hard work, yours included. I couldn't be happier with how it turned out, the film and the reception." Interesting. Um, so she said she couldn't be happier on August 10th. She was telling this to Miss Giannetti at Sony. Orchestrated by the men who Miss Lively and others raised HR complaints. Where are the HR complaints? Also on August 11th, Miss Lively received, because we know Sony denied any HR complaints. On August 11th, Miss Lively received a message from another member making observations regarding the evidence smear campaign against Miss Lively, and the cast was insane. Miss Lively responded, "Yeah, I'm legitimately depressed and heartbroken, like an immense amount of pain. I'm sorry it's being aimed at all of us, you included." Was it being aimed at all of them? I don't remember that. Like, or have I fallen out of a coconut tree? I don't remember all of the cast members getting dragged. At this time, I only remember people being like, "What like, what is going on? What is like, why is Blake and Justin Baldoni not doing press together?" There was like speculation around that. And then the Kirsty Flaw video dropped on August 10th. And that's when the internet went wild because they saw that she was being a bitch. Um, Lively responded, "I'm not in a good place. This has been deeply painful. I feel so hung out to dry. From production to this PR crisis, no one stepped forward. I wish so much that I was okay, but I'm really not." Oh, she's saying that she got this. And the onslaught continued. Miss Lively was deeply disappointed that neither Wayfair nor Sony had stepped in to correct the record. Correct the record that you're a bitch? It was on camera. It was literally in the video. You said congrats on your little bump. Like, how are we completely forgetting that? Like, she's trying to completely rewrite the narrative as to what? The basement set it off. Yeah, the basement. She sent him to the basement. That's crazy. Um, Jen says, Ellsworth said it best. Are we to believe that Justin played X scenes in Jane the Virgin, but no SH claim from that? And all of a sudden, Justin wants Blake's postpartum body and milk filled boobs when he has his own wife and children at home? Like, that's crazy, right? Tanny says, I feel like the backlash from the baby bump video wouldn't have been so bad if she just came out and apologized. Exactly. Exactly. Why is Andy attacking Perez? I don't know. Not to mention, why isn't Sony speaking up to correct this? I mean, she's saying that Sony didn't protect her, and so okay, she got all this onslaught, and then on September, she received a text message from a Sony executive checking in on her and asking how she was doing. Miss Lively responded, "I'm not in a good place. This has been deeply painful. I feel so hung out to dry from production to this PR crisis. No one stepped forward. Wish so much that I was okay, but I'm really not." Again, stepped forward to that executive said, "I know it's been hard and horrendously unfair." It sounds like an executive coddling their lead actress who's throwing a tantrum. Unfair. I hope soon that you can better take in the incredible film that you made and audiences love around the world. It's such a rare It's so rare that this happens, and you did that. You also will have $330 million worth of eyeballs watching a film about domestic violence. It's so important and affected so many lives for the better, and it's because of you. Because of you. And then we have everything all redacted, 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 redacted. It wouldn't isn't that crazy? This is all redacted, redacted, redacted. This is all the smear campaign. So we have no idea what these are literally pages of redactions. Like, just look at the thumbnails on the left. Redacted, 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 redacted. Sony is probably being deposed. Yeah. Uh, they put they put Sony was on the list. All the Sony executives were on Wayfair's list of potential witnesses. I believe Andy's issue with Perez stems from like Perez's behavior back in the day and how he was like mean to celebrities and would bully people on his website, and so he just doesn't think that Perez has changed very much. I don't know how deep their be friends, to be honest with you. But so we have all these pages of redactions. This is wild, you guys. And then we jump to, it is public knowledge that Miss Lively resides in New York with her family. However, Mr. Wallace certainly understands that Miss Lively resides in New York and was engaged in promoting the film in New York because Mr. Wallace has sworn under penalty of perjury that he was at a minimum engaged in a pervasive operation. Passive observation. He was engaged in passive observation and analysis of the social media environment as it pertained to It Ends With Us. Yeah, exactly. His job was to monitor the internet and to see how the film was doing online, to see what people were saying about the film. Okay. The social media environment was rife with posts demonstrating Miss Lively's connection to and residence in New York. Okay, so this is where she's trying to tie him to New York. This is so stupid. Connections and residents in New York and the efforts to promote the film in New York, including Mr. Wallace and Street Relations co-conspirators. For example, simultaneously with Miss Nathan's initial outreach to Mr. Wallace, Miss Lively posted photographs on her Instagram account showing interior shots of her New York City apartment, partly to promote the film. The Instagram posts included the hashtag It Ends With Us movie. As one example, on August 4th, Miss Lively posted a photograph of herself inside her apartment with the hashtag It Ends With Us movie and the caption, Blue Jean Baby New York Lady at hashtag It Ends With Us movie, August 9th. This is her bombshell evidence that she's adding to the world where she tags her Louboutins. She posted this photo that she took in New York, and because this social media photo was taken, let me hold on, let me make sure I understand this correctly. So because Blake Lively took a photo in New York and posted the photo from her New York City apartment, and Jed Wallace's job was to monitor, his job was to monitor social media activity, and this post happened to be taken in New York. That's why she thinks that jurisdiction should apply to Jed Wallace in New York. I'm sorry. Did she just fall out of a coconut tree? Excuse me? What? What happened if she took the picture in Dubai? Would Dubai jurisdiction now suddenly become an issue? My goodness. My goodness. Jane says, we didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. No, we did not. This is her bombshell evidence. Wow. Ex-patriarch is going to run with this smoking gun. She even tags her Louboutins. Well, it depends. Which Louboutin store? Was it the New York Louboutin store that she was tagging? Because that would be, is that a bra in the background? What is that? What is that? An eye mask next to the candle? I don't know. Oop, we shouldn't look at Blake Lively's bra. That's harassment. Another example, on August 3rd, 2024, Miss Lively posted a photo on Instagram of her standing outside of a new. Guys, this is wild. Standing on a New York City sidewalk with the tag at hashtag It Ends With Us movie and a caption stating in part, "Thank you for having me, ... on Kelly and Mark airs Wednesday." A reference to having just taped an interview on Live with Kelly and Mark, an NBC talk show that tapes in New York City. So she's saying because she was physically in New York City, which is where she lives, I don't get how this has any relevance to Jed Wallace. Like, because the photo looks like a bra, it does look right. It does look like a labubu. It's her labubu. No, don't talk about her labubu. That's her audacity. If she just dropped this and apologized, she still won't be anything after all this. Nope, she's gone too far. I wish I could travel to New York City that easily. I wouldn't have to spend money on airplane tickets, right? August 3rd, he wasn't hired then. But he monitored the image of her in New York. So, like, hello? Do you think her attorneys believe what they're writing? I think they're cashing in their checks. I think they are cashing in their checks. At this point, I truly don't understand the logic here or how this groundbreaking evidence applies to Jed Wallace, but okay. Um, on August 5th, people published an article titled Blake Lively shares a look inside her New York City apartment with Ryan Reynolds, listing the social media post that Miss Lively had posted in connection with the It Ends With Us promotional tour. On August 6th, on August 6th, Page Six posted a story titled All the Times interior designer Blake Lively shared a glimpse of her and Ryan Reynolds' rustic New York City apartment, listing the many previous occasions on which Miss Lively has shared the information on her social media. Leah Bitsky, All the Times interior designer Blake Lively shared a glimpse inside her and Ryan Reynolds' rustic New York City apartment. Page Six. Anyone engaged in passive observation and analysis of the social media environment as it pertained to It Ends With Us would be aware of these posts and hence Miss Lively and her family's residence in New York. So because he was passively, because these are the words she keeps using it, because Jed Wallace was passively observing and analyzing the social media environment as it pertained to It Ends With Us, so because he saw these photos, he would be aware of these posts and aware of the fact that she lives in New York. Is he unaware of the fact that she lives in New York? Say what? Is she what? I'm sorry. I think we all know that she lives in New York. Why is this a smoking gun? How is this keeping him in the lawsuit? And then lovely, we have a bunch of redactions. We have an entire Instagram post. The entire photo. This one wasn't this one's clean, but this one, ooh, there's something dirty in this Instagram photo because it's been completely redacted. And we don't even know what it's about. We don't even know the date that it was posted. Look at this. These redactions are wild. So we don't know what this image is. Okay. Let's keep going. While Mr. Wallace swore that he concluded work related to Justin Baldoni in early November 2024, and the court relied on that sworn statement in granting his motion. Oh, there we go. Redacted. Redacted, 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 redacted. And other documents produced in discovery make clear. Redacted, redacted. What did the other documents produced in discovery make clear? I want to know, what did they make clear? In other words, oh, okay, we have in other words. In other words, Mr. Wallace was not a plaintiff in the Wayfair party's retaliatory lawsuit against Miss Lively. Redacted. All while fully aware that the Wayfair party's retaliatory countersuit would be filed and was being maintained in New York. So they keep fighting. They keep saying she's doing things in New York. Like the next paragraph is going to talk about how, well, you know, on this day that Jed Wallace should have been working, she was doing twirls in Central Park, which guess what happens to be in New York. Therefore, bring him back in, Judge. She was doing twirls in New York. Here's a video of her doing twirls in New York. And because she was doing twirls in New York, now Jed Wallace has to be held accountable in New York because she was twirling. I'm only people winning are the lawyers. Yeah. We need shirts that say redacted, 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 redacted. Okay. Further, given that Mr. Wallace remained involved in closely coordinated work with the other defendants from early August 2024 to at least early 2025, it is implausible. How do we know that he coordinated with them into early 2025? That's crazy. You sued him. You named him in your CRD complaint. Um, It is implausible that he would not have learned during that time, and certainly prior to filming of the retaliatory lawsuit and the construction of the related website, that Miss Case and Miss Coslow were New York residents actively transacting business in New York on behalf of TAG and otherwise in order to perform on numerous overt acts in furtherance of the conspiracy. Sure, it's a conspiracy, all right. Conspiracy theory. The defendants and their agents continue to perpetuate the retaliation campaign against Ms. Lively. Ms. Lively exhausted jurisdictional prerequisites to filing the lawsuit by timely by timely filing a complaint regarding the behaviors identified herein within the CRD complaint on December 20th, and thereafter sent a cease and desist letter to the Wayfair parties by the next morning. Rather than replying to Ms. Lively's attorneys, the defendant, Brian Friedman, the defendant's attorney, Brian Friedman, made defamatory on the record statements about Ms. Lively to the media, and numerous articles reporting Mr. Friedman's statements referenced specific details in Ms. Lively's CRD complaint. In response to the CRD complaint, Mr. Baldoni's team admitted to reveling in shaping stories about Ms. Lively. And even if they did, you have to prove that it was retaliatory to your harassment claims, which she is still not done. She's like over here trying to prove the harassment, and then she's over here with this um fun little theory about the smear campaign, the retaliation campaign. Oh my god. This is exhausting. She is exhausting. A relentless media influence and digital manipulation strategy remains the heart of defendants' smear campaign. As before, defendants have directly engaged with the media platforms to overwhelm and confuse the public's understanding of Miss Lively's allegations. No, the only person that's overwhelming and confusing the public's understanding of Miss Lively's allegations is let me hold on. Let me check my notes. 1 second. Yes. Miss Lively herself. My goodness. Redacted to the public, yeah. The sham Van Zandt company was open to buy furniture from London. The entire lawsuit should be switched to GB. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Zach, were you surprised that Billy said Stephanie Jones was charming and did a great job at the event? I so wanted her to remain the bad guy. Listen, she's very much still the bad guy just because she had a lovely interaction with Billy when they met in person. When he ran into her at this event. Doesn't mean she's not a bad person. Doesn't mean she didn't do all the things. It means she's a good publicist and she's putting on a good show for her client. Thank you for keeping us up on the case. Blake sucks. Have a great day. Thanks, Jennifer. Or sorry, Jessica. Zach looking good. Am I looking good? Thanks. Thanks. Maybe I'll find a husband. The bottom line is she really thinks that we all love her, and there's just a few of us that don't. Like with the loudest voice, she's truly deranged, mistaken, narcissistic. Yeah. 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 Daniel Day-Lewis is Twirl in New York, a Martin Scorsese old people fun flick. Zach has really white teeth, FYI. Do I have really white? What do my teeth have to do with anything? Do I have really white teeth, Donna? That's very sweet. White teeth. What a random. Thanks, Donna. Zach, come back to Arizona, please, buddy. I was already there, my love. Did I miss you? How will she handle it when she faces Karen Reed level crowds outside of the courthouse? It's retaliation because you look good. Today, Zach looks like he smells good. Oh my god, guys. Never with white teeth. Well, that's Blake Lively. Oh, this is why I have white teeth, because I drink coffee with the straw. Is the deposition happening? So far, yeah, as far as we know, the deposition is happening. Thank you. It's the Nutrafol. Nutrafol. A sponsor of No Filter. Becky with the good I'm Zach with the good hair. Anyone saw Dale Weasley's live last night? Seems like pro Blake paid saying we got it wrong and SH can be true. Do you think that it is? Who is Dale? I don't know who Dale is. Who's Dale? Zach does look like he smells good. Katy Perry looks like she forgets to bathe. Well, switching gears, I don't think there's much. We kind of breezed through the amended complaint. That's the most that she's got on Jed Wallace, and most of it, as we saw, is drumroll redacted. So yeah, all of it's redacted. So we don't really see anything. Uncertain why it's redacted or if it'll be released to the public at some point, but at least the public version is completely redacted. So yeah, don't really care about her anymore. Let's move on to Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, Donna's favorite topic, because I think that they have secretly been banging for months. Okay. So new shirt, redact redact this. Subpoena me, bitch. No, don't speak. Well, we did find that out yesterday that there were apparently over 100 different creators or social media accounts that were subpoenaed. or that were part of the subpoenas. Because, Blake Lively's like, oh, when you subpoena 43 and that blows up in your face, why not add another 60? Why not? Enrique says, Zach, are you going to post video from Chicago soon? I'm not asking because I want to see Stu. Yes. You will see clips of the you will see 107 creators. It's crazy. You will see clips, yes. I don't understand how she thinks that any of this is a good idea, which tells me maybe that their Meta was subpoenaed, maybe Reddit was subpoenaed. She references TikTok and Reddit and Instagram quite a bit, but it's interesting that the subpoenas went out to YouTube and to X. Oh my God, Kamala is writing a book called 177 Days. Oh, 107 days and 107 content creators were subpoenas. It's a conspiracy. There's something in the 107. Is it 107 degrees in New York right now? There you go. There you go. I believe Meta told them no. Well, they've maybe Meta did tell them no. Maybe that's why I didn't get my subpoena, because Meta told them no. I mean, for all we know, Donna and I could have also had our information subpoenaed too. We just haven't been notified of it. I'm sure a number of people have. The only ones that got notifications were through Google, X. TikTok didn't even notify them, right? That was just kind of outed in one of the court documents. Meta said F you. Have we determined that? So for all we know, my info was pulled into that. Is this muscle-clad Zack? How's everyone doing? Muscle-clad Zack. I love Zack's eyebrows. I seem to look at it so much. Why is everybody subpoena me faster? Big subpoena energy. Suck on my subpoenas, Blake. Oops, harassment. So yeah, I don't know who these other 107 people are, but I mean, Donna and I could very likely be all up in the mix. Wait, is the deposition happening? I thought it was moved. It appears to be happening. We don't know. We have no official confirmation that it's been moved. So as of right now, it is believed to be happening as we speak. Okay. But yeah, Kamala does have a book. It's coming out. It's called 107 Days. It's funny. I was reading the comments and they're so. Where are the Bush birds? We need them to read the comments because the comments for this are hilarious. I was dying. One of them's like, I hear it has a happy ending. It's like, oh, yeah. Thank you for being in this fight with me. People said it's a coloring book inside. It's called How I Blew $2 billion in 107 Days. On page 20, you could see the red wine stain. Trying to pay off those campaign debts. It's wild. She makes it seem like this campaign was a success. What a rambling word salad that must be. The shortest campaign in presidential history, yet enough cringy moments, gaffles, and the accent switches to fill a textbook. Yeah, I mean, it was quite the adventurous campaign. $2 billion later. Do you remember how far over budget you were? The only person in history that has spent that kind of money in excessive amounts in 107 days. I can't imagine what you would do with the country's budget. 170 days of nonsense. Won't be reading this. Girl, bye. Could we all make election cycles 107 days? It starts once upon a time. Perfect example of why she lost. Completely clueless and out of touch. I mean, 170 days of nagging, mumbling, and being delulu. It's quite interesting. The shortest and the most expensive. Yeah, she was bragging, flexing about it being the shortest in history. But I'm like, but it didn't. You didn't win. That was the craziest part. You lost the election. So why are we flexing on the fact that it was the shortest ever? I don't think that was much of a success. I don't think that there should be a rule book or a guidebook on how to do it next. Hillary says how I bypassed the democratic process. I mean, yeah, and cost it all for my party. Is there a happy ending in her book? Well, it depends on who you ask. I liked how it ended. Okay. Let's talk about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, because Katy, we see that she's now battling Cameron Westcott's father-in-law. And so that whole drama, that's the next trial. Donna, are we going to cover that trial? Because that's the new trial that's going to be starting up tomorrow or no, next month. Next month, next month. It's only a few days away. But now we have all these rumors of her and Justin Trudeau, and they're kind of a yummy couple, right? Like they're attractive. Billy and I were talking about that on his show this morning. I think that Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau would make one yummy couple. But so here's the thing. I think that they were set up by Meghan and Harry. Prince Meghan and did I say Prince Meghan? Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. They should go to fake space together. Do you think that they went to do you think that she really went to space, or is it fake space? No, they're gross AF. I think Trudeau's a cutie, right? Like I would be his Monica Lewinsky. Why not? I said Prince Meghan. I didn't mean Prince Meghan. Listen, well, I thought he was gay. He very well might be. And Brigitte Macron may very much be a man. We'll have to wait and see. We shall see. It could be a setup, like a PR stunt, a beard. But so it appears that they met back in February at the Invictus Games, which is hosted by Prince Harry's charity, I believe. And it's for like veterans, which is interesting because Blake Lively, sorry, not Blake Lively, same thing. But Katy Perry is suing Carl Westcott, who's an 84-year-old man with Huntington's disease and who's a former veteran, like, or he is a veteran. It's so interesting. He can do better. He's hot. He's a cutie. She's attractive. Is she not attractive? They're not yummy. Yummy or not yummy? She's checking off her bucket list: world tour, space, bank world leader. I mean, you know, why not? Right? Get that bag. They are not. They are not yummy. Brigitte. Yeah, that's her new name. Brigitte Macron. Brigitte. Both are wackadoodles. Well, they're definitely wackadoodles. I agree with that. Loved your slogan. I kissed a girl and the nuns didn't like it. Well, yeah, and she killed the nun in court. Donna, did you hear about? Is Donna still in the live chat? Did you hear about that? About the nun that she killed in the court? Because she was suing the nun, and then the nun had a heart attack and died in court. Guys, politicians are just like celebs, but just not that famous. Well, I mean, Trudeau's kind of up there. I love you and Donna together, but you two BFFs conscious uncoupling, you'd have cute babies. Why would we conscious uncouple? Blake ruined Yummy for me forever. Never. Never. I just want Katy Perry Galactic Nun Slayer shirt. That would be a fun shirt. Nun Slayer. That would be really fun, right? They really need to make that a docuseries. I know. But so it looks like they may have been hooked up. Katy Perry lives in the same, or at least the house that she bought from Carl Westcott is by Oprah and is by where Prince Harry and Meghan live. And she was the headliner at the Invictus Games, and he gave the opening speech at the Invictus Games. And so I'm thinking they may have had a little menage a trois, a little something. We know Orlando Bloom and Katy haven't really been seen together publicly for months. I think the last time they were spotted together publicly was at the VMAs last year when she got honored. Zack Peter equals fake news. Why am I fake news? Please, not Katy Perry with the politics. She's living her life. Orlando Bloom don't care. He's hanging out with models. He was hanging out with Kim Kardashian. Invictus Games. Invictus Games. Isn't that what I said? What did I say? Wingardium Leviosa? They are both unserious and so desperately want to be seen as deep. They are deep. I'm so deep. That's what she said. And that's what he said. I'm so deep. That's what I said in Chicago. No, I'm kidding. Jokes, guys, jokes. They are such a weird thing. So weird. I think that they're a hot couple. Well, actually, when I see them together, listen, something's going. I'm actually going to call it. I think it's a PR stunt. I think that they met. Maybe they tried to date, but like they went out to dinner. They were photographed. They went to a very public spot. It was just the two of them. They were in eyes lane for them to get a photo. I think that it's all some sort of publicity stunt. She wants to look like she's single and living her best life. He wants to make himself look cool because he looks like a nerd. Like he's cute, but he's a bit of a nerd, right? I mean, when he came here and met with Trump, like, he was not given, BDE. He was giving peg me energy. Fun fact, Pierre Trudeau was with Kim Cattrall. Interesting. I think they're just hooking up. I think maybe they have hooked up, but I think that this is all PR orchestrated. I think that they met in February. They were probably introduced by Meghan and Harry because Meghan and Harry seem to be in that Montecito circle, which is where Katy Perry lives. So, yeah, Laura's laughing at Peg Me Energy. How can someone be so delulu? Blake Lively or Katy Perry? Why is Katy Perry having too many malfunctions during her concerts? Not mad though, it's been hilarious. Is she having more robot, um is she having more robot, she was doing, like, all those things, she was, like, twitching on stage or, like, one of her eyes went, and they're like, "Oh my god, Katy Perry's actually a robot." Well, then that would be great because then, that's easier for her to peg him. If she's a robot, she's like, "Shoo, shoo, shoo, I'm gonna slay the nuns and Trudeau's booty hole." Justin Trudeau combating the gay rumors. Yeah, maybe he's trying to put the gay rumors to bed, and she's trying to look like she's hot and single and ready to mingle, and she's like, "I don't need you, Orlando. I got houses from the nuns. I got houses from the elderly. I'm here to take out all the senior species." Like, pew, pew, pew. You know? PR stunt. Yeah, I think it's a PR stunt. Absolutely. Trudeau loves to be pegged. Yeah. Like I said, he gives peg me energy. Justin and Zack, let's go. I would date. Yeah, I would. Like I said, I would be his Monica Lewinsky, the gayest beard he could possibly have chosen. Yeah, they can like geek out together. Yay! Enrique says, "I see Justin Trudeau with Ryan Reynolds, but not with Katy Perry." I thought Ryan Reynolds was dating Hugh Jackman. I thought they were a thing. Slay the nuns and Trudeau's booty. Yeah. Nicole Kidman just asked Portuguese citizenship and not her husband. Ooh, are they better? Zach, no, you can do better. Who would you set me up with if you could pick someone? Senior species. I laugh every time. It's hilarious. The whole senior species thing, wild. When did we come up with that? Because somebody said I don't like old people. And I was like, how dare you? How dare you? Donna said, why is everything allowed to be redacted? Dan Levy? No. I am not a Dan Levy-er. I can't get into Dan Levy. What do you think about Ryan Reynolds? Would I date Ryan Reynolds? Patrick Schwarzenegger, yes. Patrick Schwarzenegger, absolutely. That would be a yummy time. Love me some Patrick Schwarzenegger. Eyes wide shut, read about the making if it's the movie. I'd set you up with Pedro Pascal, but he's out there touching everybody. He's like, ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Benito Skinner's a cutie. He's not single, no. I'm headed into my senior species era. Dan Levy has this secured. I mean, yeah, he's got a bag. He's got a bag. Jonathan Bailey. Zach is way too good for Pedro. Yeah. Dan has a sexy jaw. Interesting. Jonathan Bailey's hot. I like Jonathan Bailey. Give me all of that Jonathan Bailey. Okay, these are fun. Adam Driver. I mean, he's not bad. Liam Neeson. Okay. Liam Neeson. I can get down with that. Matt Bomer. Okay. I can get down. I do like some Liam Neeson. He's dating Pamela Anderson now. Did you guys see that? That's an interesting I think that's a PR shtick. Matt Rogers. No. No. Stu had his thing with Matt Rogers. He like dated Matt Rogers very briefly. That's gonna be a hard pass. Uh yeah, no. Yeah, Liam and what's Matt Bomer's too old for that. I don't mind an elderly gentleman. But how is he too old? How old is Matt Bomer? How old is Matt Bomer? 47. Oh, you think Matt Bomer is too old for me, but you guys were cool with Liam Neeson? Miles Teller. Ooh, I do like Miles. Andy Cohen's a cutie. Andy Cohen's a cutie. Miles Teller. I'm here for Miles Teller. Christopher Maloney. Interesting. Chris Pines. Hmm. Hi, Zack and gang. Missed you all today. Hi, Beth. All right. Well, that was fun. I think that's all I got for you today. Hopefully, we'll have some updates on Blake Lively's deposition. Seems to be underway. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we get some leaks from it. 'Cause I'm ready. This is the big day. It's so crazy how quiet it's been for the most part. We'll see. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We have 2 more episodes this week, this Friday and this Saturday. We will have 2 new episodes for you of No Filter with Zach Peter. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button on your way out, drop a comment below, and leave an Apple Podcast review. Oh, yeah. I got some fun Apple Podcast reviews. I just wanted to thank you guys and give you a little shout out because let's read these together, shall we? Um, so many new fans. So many new fans. Let's see. Boring and this one from Carmen San Diego Zoo. Boring and MAGA. Blake Lively stopped being interesting months ago, and yet dot dot dot. From Chump, Florida. Loser talks funny. 1 star. From Crimeo. Whiny, one-note, sad host. No wonder Zach is always fighting with someone. He's flat out obnoxious and uninteresting. His takes on just about every topic are obtuse, and he makes everything about himself. What a sad little man. 1 star. Next, so fun. Z Girl 2025. At one point during Zach's coverage of Lively Baldoni, he seemed to have turned a corner and was reporting like a grown man. I am a man. I started listening again. Unfortunately, he's back to his teenage like behavior with singing in extended periods of time and texting his friends while he's podcasting. Donna Bowling seems to be rubbing off on him. Immature. 1 star. This one's from Tam from Marietta. Used to love Zach. Zach, all you talk about is Blake now. Ugh. You used to be my go-to for all the tea, and now it's just Blake Lively, and you lost your spark. Not my sparkle, my sparkle. I lost my spark. You made me lose my sparkle, Jax. So sad. Girl, get back on track. We missed the old Zach. We missed the old Kanye. The bad road Kanye. And Donna says, geez, why am I dragged into this? Now, how did I get dragged into this? Not your sparkle. Yeah, I lost my sparkle. According to Tam from Marietta. I don't even know where Marietta is. It ends with justice. Zach Peter is mean and cruel. He attacks women and spreads gossip like a teenage girl. He and Daily Dose of Donna are the worst podcasts out there. Zach's misogyny and Donna's Zionism make their shows unwatchable. When these two double up, it's twice the hate. There are better shows out there. No thanks, Zach. I'll pass on your bitterness. You sound like a very unhappy person. Woman hater. 1 star. Wow. Yep. Okay. MAGA scummer needs to grow up. Hates himself. Self-hating. 1 star. Wow. Elialib. Mean and hateful. There are better shows. Mean. 1 star. Wow. Wow. The Blake bots are out. They're at it. They are like, let me go in. Thank you for all the sweet messages, you guys. I appreciate you so much. We did get a nice one. We have one nice one from Gub1234. I just love Zach's energy and passion for the truth and for giving us all the tea. I own a dog walking business, so I listen to podcasts all day, and No Filter is one of the first ones I choose. Thank you for keeping me company each day. My favorite podcast, 5 stars. Thank you, Gub1234. Gub Gub sounds like something Blake Lively would be offended by. Did you all hi from Chicago. Hi, Elizabeth from Chicago. Zach, stop attacking. I'm not attacking you. They're attacking me. I'm a woman. Are you? I don't know. I have questions like Brigitte Macron may be exposed in the Candace Owens lawsuit. We're looking at you, Brigitte. We're looking at you. And don't you try to ET phone home out of this lawsuit. We're going to discovery. All right. Well, thank you for all those sweet podcast reviews on Apple. Oh, let's see if we have any. Well, yeah, let's give some Spotify shout outs, shall we? Let's see what we have on Spotify. we got anything good. Zack, you are back. Been waiting for another episode. Thanks, Dora. Missed you so much. So happy for you that your shows are going well, and I hope they continue to go well. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happening to a better person. Can't wait to watch whatever it is that you're filming. That's from Patty. Thank you, Patty. Kathy says, in any light, you look hot. Thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. Um, Sammy says, thank you for reading it so I don't have to, referring to Sheena's book. Yeah. She's a New York Times bestselling author. You guys hate Sheena so much, you made her a New York Times bestselling author. There you go. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Go watch Donna Bowling Show. Daily Dose of Donna comes on after mine. So go grab your friends, wear your florals, go tune into Donna, and hopefully we'll have an update on Blake Lively soon. It appears she's sitting down for her deposition right now. We'll see. All right, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow. Ciao for now. Bye. Give me a follow, Just Plain Zack. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, do all the things. Where can I leave you a review at? Apple Podcasts. Go on Apple Podcasts. You can leave a nice review there. Or you can just keep dragging me. Drag me, Monique. Drag me. Mm. 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 Rawr. Okay. Bye.